There's 1 minute and 15 seconds until it officially starts. It's the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted presented by Intel. They wanted me to be like an official stream partner thing with this. I don't really know what that means, but they said somebody suggested me for this. Let me see who suggested me. There's not really any benefits to being a partner, but
devotion and dire consequence. None but the coin's keepers hold the power to choose the most wanted.
Kepler Interactive has oh, they're working on Ultros. That's why I got suggested this. They're working on Ultros, and that's a Metroidvania I'm really excited for.
Announcements in our countdown of the hottest PC games on the horizon.
So hopefully there'll be news on Ultros, because that's a Metroidvania game that looks really good. I have a goddamn early build of it, and I haven't had time to play it, but it looks very good. Spoiler, we might see a game called Ultros. Let's see, we got 3 seconds. Let's have some fun. Hope we see beans. Nope. The following program is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Holy moly, this is loud. I'm gonna lower that down a little bit. Powered by Intel.
Hello and welcome to the PC Gaming Show.
Now I need to louder it again.
Powered by Intel. I'm your host, Frankie Ward, streaming to you from the Churchill War Rooms, London's underground government command bunker built back in World War II. But why the fortified venue? Well, today we are doing the world's most dangerous work.
Are we sure this is
putting
HD?
numbers on video games. Maybe you've noticed there are a lot.
Does it look
of video
blurry to
games
anybody
lately.
else?
That's why over the next hour and a half of previews and exclusive reveals, we'll be counting down the definitive ranking of unreleased PC games as selected by the Council, PC Gamer's own hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts. We've tasked legendary game developers, accessibility experts, game critics, and content creators with choosing which games of tomorrow deserve your attention today.
Let's see.
We tallied up those votes to build the most wanted. The top 25 upcoming PC games chosen by the finest minds in video games. But we didn't stop there. We traveled around the world to meet with developers in their studios, gathering first-hand info from the minds behind the games we want most. We'll be airing those interviews throughout the show.
I think I saw Dan's gaming.
This entire show is a showcase of games we think you'll be talking about in the near future. We'll also highlight games on the PC Gaming Show wishlist, bringing you even more reveals and new trailers.
All right, let's see some upcoming games.
Number 25 game on the most wanted list.
Let me get a notepad open.
I mean, what better setting for our first game than a collapsing oil rig off the Scottish coast haunted by an otherworldly monster? This psychological horror game features 0 weapons, but I'm sure the protagonist will be totally fine. From the Chinese Room, the studio behind Dear Esther and Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, this is one of only 2 horror games in our countdown.
Hide my Windows bar. How the hell did that even show up? Oh, fuck, now I'm behind. Wait, let me refresh. Still Wakes the Deep is number 25.
Still Wakes the Deep.
Still Wakes the Deep. It's a horror game.
Hey there, PC Gaming Show. My name's Jason Graves, and I'm super excited to be able to officially announce that I'm the music composer for Chinese Room's Still Wakes the Deep. The Chinese Room has a history of incredible music in their games, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
We knew very quickly that we wanted
Bold!
to work with Jason because we're not only doing scary music, we're not only trying to scare the player, there's other emotions we're also trying to evoke. So we needed someone who could walk that very fine line that we're trying to achieve. Yeah.
I can be scary all day, and that's fun. But what really makes it fun, I think, is that combination of emotional and scary, because one sort of feeds the other. The setting of the rig in the middle of the ocean felt like the score needed to be sort of smaller and dialed in. We sort of split the sounds of the score in half. And one half of the score, we've got live strings and live woodwinds. You can't replace live players. These players are fantastic. and it's about the emotion and the humanity. The other half of the score is a synthesizer and an actual sound sculpture that was built specifically for the score. I've got a friend who literally is a metal artist, and he ended up creating a sculpture which he affectionately named The Rig. Every surface of it can be tapped, bowed, scraped, or rubbed, and it makes all these different sounds. And they are about as non-human and non-emotionally tender or sensitive as you can get. It's the opposite end of the spectrum.
It's
Sound
an
good.
emotionally complex game, and I think the music is able to reflect this with the use of these several different families of instruments.
And this game, I think, is going to be another fantastic entry in the Chinese Room catalog.
Check out the full documentary, stillwakesthedeep.com. Steam, Xbox, PlayStation.
Our list of most wanted games on PC was voted for by a hand-picked panel of more than 70 industry experts we inducted into a not-so-secret society called the Council. Let's hear from some of them.
It is I, Miss Mika, the Bane of Millennia. I am a member of the Council.
My name is Marina Hallikainen. I'm from Colossal Order.
My name is Chris Barassa. I'm the creative director at Red Hook Studios. I'm here to reveal that...
That's Darkest Dungeons, dude!
Sunburnt, I'm a member of the Council.
I voted strongly for Tiny Glade and Dragon's Dogma 2.
Hey, I'm Jessica Klein from Blackbird Interactive, and I'm one of the voters who helped select the games in the PC gaming show Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Estvan, and I'm a member of the Council.
And who is on this mysterious council? It could be anyone.
Hey, Noodle.
Even Sid Meier.
I love Darkest Dungeon.
Illuminati-style cloak to prove it.
Number 24, Sword of the Sea.
Sword of the Sea. We're not going to see a Darkest Dungeon 3, though.
Games have a special capacity for movement, for empowering us to move in ways that are graceful or athletic or physically impossible. In this game's case, you're hoverboarding across magical, otherworldly terrain. And if anyone can turn gliding on a magic sword into an experience of meditative wonder, it's the visual and musical artists behind Abzu and Journey.
I was going to say, it looks like Journey.
Dwarf Fortress is a PC classic, famous as a factory of unforgettable stories.
That's all we got to see about it?
After releasing way back in 2006, Dwarf Fortress finally migrated to Steam 1 year ago. Soon, the masterpiece of sandbox simulation
That's all we
is
saw?
expanding even further with a revival of its celebrated roguelike game mode. Fresh from the mountain homes, here's an exclusive first look at the return of Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode.
Hi, this is Tarn and Zach, the creators of Dwarf Fortress.
Oh, it's definitely
Here we're in this
pre-recorded.
cool
Most of the
fortress
stuff
with
always
dwarf
is pre-recorded.
Fuko working on an artifact, and he's made Kasha Zunal a gold ring for his family. But now I'm going to retire this fort because I want to hold this ring in my own hand.
Adventure mode.
I can make a character in adventure mode, anyone I want, even a whole party. Let's take this one.
I'm not playing
We can
Dwarf
explore
Fortress.
sites, fight monsters, join a faction, or go off to an old fortress to steal our ring. I've arrived with my hippo friend. We're pretending we belong here, sneaking down into the darkness. And there's the workshop. Let's grab the ring.
This does not look like a game I'd want to play.
There's a huge map to explore. Adventure mode is a great way to experience.
But I
the
have
world
heard
of Dwarf
people
Fortress.
love this game when they get into it. They love it. A lot to
Dwarf
do.
Fortress's Adventure Mode will venture forth in the second quarter.
What was
of
that Journey
2024.
game?
Next up in our countdown, we've got another great-looking independent
Sword of the
game.
Sea?
Set in an eerie Polish town in the 1990s, Holston blends throwback pixel art, modern dynamic lighting, and mixed camera perspectives
that one
that
down.
caught the eye of our judges.
I'd be intrigued to try it. I like the Journey. Journey was pretty fun. Oh, we're going back
Number
to it.
23.
Oh, nope, never mind.
Holston.
Holston.
Tomuś, kochaneczku, pomóż kobiecie w potrzebie. Uważaj tam na siebie. Byłaś stamtąd, jeśli wciąż niczego nie znalazłeś.
Think so, A1?
Boże, świat
terenie należy zachować zasady bezpieczeństwa i higieny pracy.
So much like RE4. Yeah, the over the shoulder when it changes to that perspective reminds me of Resident Evil, which I'm a big fan of. Hey, I saw even moving stuff around. This looks a lot like Resident Evil with its own little touches. Holston played the demo on Steam. I'll write that down. That actually looks pretty good. I'm a big fan of all the Resident Evil games I've played, which has been 3. I've only played 3 of them. I've only played Resident Evil 2, 4, and Biohazard. Alright, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Is this the game where Pokemons have guns? Or is this like Tomb Raider? Kinda looks like a chibi Tomb Raider. King Kong? Skull Island? Nope, definitely not Tomb Raider. The frickin' Fruity Pebbles, or the Fruit Loops bird was there. Power, that's the game that has Pokemon with guns. If this is powered, it's looking pretty good. Look, it's stormy. Might as well be. What is this game? Is this Power World? What is this? It's definitely not Power. Under a Rock. Wishlist now. It's on everything. Steam, Epic, Xbox, PlayStation. Eh.
Explore a world that evolution forgot in Under a Rock, launching in early access next summer. Up next,
I can see some people
the clock
liking it.
ticks towards the dark hour once again.
Clockwork Revolution?
February brings a long overdue reimagining for the game that found the magic mix of after-school extracurriculars and interdimensional dungeon crawls. In the 22 slot, here's a message from game producer Ryoto Nitsuma about the upcoming remake of Persona 3.
Number 22, Persona 3 Reload.
Hello everyone watching the PC Gaming Show. I am Ryota Nitsuma, the producer of Persona 3 Reload. Thank you very much for choosing our title from among many others for the most wanted games. We are very happy to know that you have such high expectations for this game. And we are on the development team are determined to live up to your expectations. 17 years after Persona 3, the turning point of the Persona series, Persona 3 Reload has been reborn in a new look by the current P studio. Have you had a chance to watch the recently our video introducing one of the characters, Ken Amada? For those of you who have not seen it yet, I would like to share it with you today. Please take a look. I don't think I've seen it.
I decided to call this meeting to introduce him to the rest of the squad.
I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Swallow will air this winter as a TV special.
Huh? Wow, a spin-off with Swallow as the main character. I gotta make sure I record that. Yeah, I watch it every week without fail. But this TV special is big news. Swallow doesn't usually make much of an impression, but there's a theory that
What
he's
you
actually
missed?
stronger than Hawk.
Good Resident Evil looking style game, Holston.
I
A game that's like Journey except faster pace on a glider called Sword of the Sea. And then looks like a kind of dungeon-esque crawler game with some farming in it. That was last. I can't even remember the name of it. And now we're on Persona 3 Reload, which I know is your favorite, Shark. Under a Rock, that's what it was. Under a Rock, thank you. Under the Rock looked okay. If you like those type of games. How was it? Ken Amada, an elementary school boy who is an active SEES member, please have him in your party and fight with him. No thanks. I am very confident that Persona 3 Reload will bring vivid excitement to those who have played Persona 3 before and to those who are playing it for the first time. Persona 3 release February 2nd, 2024. We will do our best to deliver the game to that you will all enjoy. Please look forward to it. Thank you very much. All right, Persona 3 Reload. Anyone getting Persona 3 Reload? Do you hear my slipper falling? I've played this game, I think. Unrailed. Unrailed 2 is back on track. This game is actually pretty good, Unrailed. Unrailed's actually pretty fun. .4v4 showdown. Anyone in here play the original Unrailed? I played it for a few hours with one of my buddies a couple years back. It was very good. Beta sign up, Unrailed.gg, wishlist on Steam.
Unrailed 2 steams into early access in 2024. We continue our march through the most wanted with a game that's a truly handcrafted work of art. A stop-motion story of friendship on an alien seabed featuring a lovingly sculpted ensemble of stranded weirdos. Let's take a look.
Stranded weirdos, that's us.
Number 21.
Harold Halibut.
Harold Halibut.
Hi. More than 10 years ago, we started building tiny sets and puppets to make our game Harold Halibut.
Now, the wait is almost over. Enjoy our new trailer.
Learning about people is a kind of adventure. A way of exploring lots of little worlds that
10
exist
years.
within the Fedora. Even if one of those little worlds looks barren and uninhabitable from the outside, usually when you make contact with it, you'll find plenty of life and laughter there.
Hello again, my alien
New
fish bud.
YouTube subscriber.
How are you doing?
Yay.
Too bad you can't tell me.
That's a lot of stuff.
Were you?
It's a lot of rewards.
I wondered if maybe you'd take Harold with you.
Awards.
Me? To the cave?
Yes, to investigate the source of the particles.
Humans are so unpredictable and complicated. There is almost nothing to understand.
It reminds me of that BoJack Horseman episode when he's stuck underwater.
Future of Fedora.
I thought you said it wasn't a vote. It's not. I just happen to agree with them. Is that Dr. Computer? You may commence stage D as discussed. Something is afoot. Too many things that don't add up.
It all seems a bit fishy to me.
I mean, isn't this all like stop motion puppets? He does kind of look like the guy from No Country for Old Men. Maybe it is him. Harold Halibut. Early 2024. Xbox, PlayStation, Windows,
By the
Steam.
way, he's saying he's a human.
Out now. What? Is this out now?
Sands of Aura is a great entry in the blossoming ARPG genre, and you can play it today on Steam.
We have suffered. Faced the corruption, ruin, and death. But we have also experienced beauty. Kindness.
You should be able to play this game right now. If this is your jam.
Ingenuity. Yet there is much left to be discovered.
You need me to stop yawning? Sorry.
Maybe together we'll find something here worth saving.
Let's see how much sleep my phone thinks I got.
Now let's see some more titles.
6.5 hours.
Freedom
Not bad. 6 hours, 39 minutes. My phone thinks I slept. Freedom Games. G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra, beat 'em ups. I like beat 'em up games. They're pretty fun. For a little bit. I suck at them. Honestly, kind of forgot about G.I. Joe existing. G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra. I'll write that down. G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra. Writing that down. Paper Mario? Echoes of the Plum Grove. Raise the Next Generation. Oh, so we kicked out the natives. Real American Heroes, G.I. Joe. Echoes of the Plum Grove on Kickstarter. If you're into those cutesy farming games, it looks like that looks like a little good one for you. Like the graphics. This kind of reminds me of Rust. Oh, I can play with up to 200 people.
Find out more about G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra, Echoes of the Plum Grove, and Lost Isle on the PC Gaming Show Steam page. Back to you, Frankie.
That was a Steam page.
2023 has been one of the best years on record for RPGs. With Baldur's Gate 3 ushering in a renaissance for classic role-playing, could there be a better time for a game set in a new universe from Ed Greenwood, creator of the Forgotten Realms? For a closer look at the upcoming RPG sandbox, we traveled to Montreal, Canada to speak with the developer
Canada?
of Unforetold Witchstone.
I live in Canada. I live across the country from Montreal, but
Empires, gods, they rise and they fall. The actions of individuals set the course of history, and you are one of them.
fuck Canada. A CRPG. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Oh, we glitched through the ceiling. Canadian RPG? Seems like it. They went to Montreal, Canada. CRPG's computer RPG? Huh. It's Canada RPG.
How will you?
Unforetold Witchstone. Not really my thing. But if you guys like it, like those type of games, you'd probably like it. Where's this? Montreal.
I'm Malik Bukira. I'm a co-founder of Spearhead Games, and on the games I do creative direction and design. The aspects of the tabletop experience of RPGs that we really want to bring, the freedom is a big aspect, and not just the freedom, the sense of agency with that world. Freedom alone is cool, you can do different things, but
I'd love to go to Montreal. Wouldn't want to live in Quebec, though.
You have a game master, you have other players, there's always a response to the things you do.
Quebec seems like
Freedom
a
is
whole
also
new
about
universe.
creativity, feeling clever, feeling like you did things your way.
Like a tabletop RPG, players are more free to do stuff that they want to do, right? Usually in CRPGs, you'll see player being locked into certain dialogue.
Someone
options.
you know lives there now.
We decided that
in
no,
Quebec.
we want a way sort of
They moved there.
philosophically the
Why?
player can construct their own sentences.
I know Sheep lives there.
When it comes to
Work.
dialogue, we added something.
There's
that's
a lot
really
of
cool
gaming
and unique,
studios
which
in
we call the
Montreal,
influence
also in
system.
Vancouver.
And it unlocks
The Darkest Dungeon guys are in
interacting with
Vancouver, I'm
characters,
pretty sure.
talking to them at a really cool level. So you start by determining something you want from that character, whether it's just following you around, meet you somewhere, attack someone, give you something they
fucking
have
many.
in their inventory, or
Sheep,
join
you
as
work
a
for one, don't
companion
you?
if you want.
I'm
And then we take an
99.9%
approach.
sure
How
you
do
work
wanna
for
go
a gaming
about that?
studio as an
You can
artist,
go,
and you're carrying the
sweet
studio
talk
on your
them,
back.
Be charming about it. You can threaten them. You can blackmail them.
Letterkenny.
You can argue with them logically.
When I
if
think
you
of
have,
Quebec,
like,
I think of
smart
sheep.
character. If you're a cleric, maybe you can convince them it's the right religious thing to do.
Turn-based combat.
We decided on turn-based combat because, first of all,
And when I think of British
truer
Columbia, I think of
to
Northern
the
Lion.
tabletop experience, but also like our dialogue and a lot of the choices that you make in the game, we really want players to have the time to reflect and sort of make the best tactical decisions, even in combat.
You can find Unforetold Wildstone on Steam. It's still in development, but you can wishlist it already and join the conversation about the game.
Wishlisted on Steam. Support the devs. It's a nice shot. Dude, there's so many. I think there's a couple gaming studios in my city, but definitely not as much as Vancouver and Montreal. Probably even Toronto.
Launching in early access on Steam on January 25th, 2024.
That's January 25th. That's only a couple months.
What a moment RPGs are having, eh? You can add every game on our wishlist to your Steam wishlist by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page. Go to pcgamer.com/wishlist for a full list of every game in today's show. Up next on our most wanted list, you'll want to keep your blaster hand ready. In a galaxy of scoundrels, sometimes it pays to shoot first.
Number 20, Star Wars.
Oh, this is actually a game I am looking forward to. It's being made by Ubisoft, so I'm optimistic, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
Hey there, I'm Ammunition. I'm a content creator, but if you couldn't tell, I'm also a huge Star Wars
If we got
fan.
Ammunition
I'm really
talking
excited
about it, I'm
Star Wars
hopeful.
Outlaws. I have very high hopes for it because the Star Wars universe obviously is
trust
very
Ann.
cool. They're focusing on kind of more of the original trilogy era, which is very cool, but I'm also happy that they are not doing a Jedi or Force-sensitive thing, at least that's what it appears from the trailer, but rather just like a heist video game, which should be really
Farming
cool.
person.
And I love seeing developers
I love her
lean
background.
into single-player games because not everything needs to be multiplayer, not everything needs to be online. I love single-player stories that are crafted to be just a really good experience from start to finish. So I'm really excited about it, and I hope the Star Wars Outlaws is a 10 out of 10.
I couldn't tell you who she was dating at the start of Overwatch when that was so long ago. And I probably didn't even know about her. I know of her name. I've never literally seen her. Coming 2024. Okay. That's a game I'm actually looking forward to. That game looks pretty good. Star Wars Outlaws. Wild Bastards. Where's that Metroidvania game?
My turn.
Ooh. What are these graphics? Is this a roguelite? Probably. I'm intrigued. 13 renegade outlaws on the run.
I ain't digging no holes. My turn.
They seem like they go super slow, which is...
Engaged.
Like, they seem super slow when they're shooting. Which, a game like this, I feel like turn-based strategy.
A challenge.
Seems like there's a lot going on in here.
Locked and loaded.
Okay.
Ready for what's about to happen?
Lighten the fuse.
Roguelick. Also, Momo. I never even said good morning. Good morning, Momo. Wild Bastards. I'll keep my eye on it. But I'm cautiously optimistic, like most
This
games.
space western roguelike hits high noon when Wild Bastards arrives on Steam.
You
in
hate Momo?
2024.
I do not.
Coming up on The Most Wanted, our exclusive on-location interviews with the development studios creating Path of Exile 2 and Homeworld 3. Plus, we're giving away a custom-built Intel PC. You like computers, don't you? Stay tuned for your chance to win. Let's continue our countdown, shall we? We have all heard that devils may cry. But do they kickflip? From Devolver Digital, a dreamlike game of diabolical skating.
Hellskate?
Number 19.
Oh, Skate Story. Oh yeah, I forgot
Skate
Devolver was doing Skate Story. Not Hellskate.
We got our first glimpse of Skate Story way back in 2020, leaving us with fevered visions of a demon with glass skin, a skateboard, and a quest to swallow the moon. Pairing a vivid afterlife realm with the acrobatic and dangerous play of skateboarding seems like the perfect thematic match. Our most wanted experts are desperate to land an unholy heel flip in the underworld.
Daddy Devolver.
Now, as we all know, pirates have two great
that's it?
weaknesses: scurvy and poor infrastructure. But in this up-and-coming city builder, the true pirate utopia is yours to build, ensuring the golden age of piracy lives on. Coming in 2024, here's the world premiere, Republic of Pirates. Ireland.
Republic of Pirates. Okay. I'm intrigued. Establish a pirate settlement, eh? Arrgh. Create a resource-based economy. Arrgh. Get wrecked, Veronic. I love that new location. Conquer new territory. A city builder based around pirates? Challenge the rival powers. Yeah, it's like a city builder based around pirate stuff. Republic of Pirates coming 2024 to Steam and Epic. Republic of Pirates. If you're interested in pirates. Looks pretty good for what it was. Data Jack 2020. What is this? The one pirate game being made by Ubisoft. What is it? Skull and Bones or something? What the hell is it? Is it Skull and Bones? The game that's been being made for like 12 years? The day that comes out is the day the music comes back alive. Data Jack 2020, Epic Banana Studios. That's your studio name? Epic Banana
Mega
Studios?
corporate espionage to your Steam wishlist. Find DataJack 2020 on the PC Gaming Show Steam page at pcgamer.com/wishlist.
Looks pretty good.
The Most Wanted continues with the first strategy game selected by our panel of judges. Menace is coming to us from Hooded Horse, a specialty strategy publisher, and Overhyped Studios, the folks who made the gritty tactical medieval game Battle Brothers. Now they're trading low fantasy for the far future in their first 3D game. Get ready to give those aliens hell, but not too quickly, as this is a turn-based game.
Overhyped Studios.
Number 18. Menace.
Menace. Creator of Battle Brothers. Whatever happened to Brothers in Hell? Or Brothers in Arms. Hell's Highway. Remember that game? Brothers in Arms? Whatever happened to that series? Was that made by Epic, or am I crazy? I know Gears was made by Epic. New turn-based tactical RPG. Coming 2024. Wishlist now. You didn't show me anything. Why should I wishlist it? No, they didn't want me on the council. They wanted me to... They were like, hey, watch this. We're going to shout out all the partners at the end or something. I don't know. I don't even know about this, but I was like, oh, shit. I'll watch something. I like watching these things. I am not on the council. I'm not big enough to be on the council. Brand new features. I've heard people really like this game. You hear anything about this game? Maybe I saw one person on Twitter talk about it, and that's people to me. Coming to Steam March 2024. I think you can play this on PlayStation already. Pretty sure it's on PlayStation already. Oh shit, world premiere.
The world as we know it is dead. But with every death, new life blossoms. A life crying out into the void, fighting for its survival tooth and nail. A life that adapts.
I'm not on the council.
Overcomes and continues to rise above any and all.
This is not Darkest Dungeon.
Life that learns to idolize and worship, sacrifice and maim, wage war and destruction. A life that burns so.
Art style is very similar to Darkest Dungeon, to an extent.
And you decide if its survival is in the cards.
Iron Hive. I don't know what that is.
Up next, one of our favorite studios, Obsidian, is expanding Pillars of Eternity into a first-person RPG called Avowed. One of the things that intrigues us about Avowed is that it specifically isn't setting out to put you in a sprawling sandbox, but something more concentrated, like the studio's recent sci-fi RPG, The Outer Worlds.
Brightest Dungeon.
And here's another curveball. The gameplay reveal trailer showed flintlock pistols. I'll say it again. We might be living in the best moment for RPGs.
What up, Alex? Good afternoon.
Number 17.
Avowed.
Avowed.
Obsidian?
Avowed has me super excited because of the studio making it, Obsidian. From Fallout New Vegas to The Outer Worlds, they've shown us they know how to make an RPG that I'm gonna love. When I was watching the gameplay trailer, I was seeing all these flashy weapons and cool spells and these big dungeons, and I was thinking to myself, there's a little bit of Elder Scrolls in there, but with a Obsidian twist on it, as they always do. So I'm looking forward to probably crafting and
kind of looks like an
big,
Xbox 360
beautiful storytelling, big set pieces, and a gorgeous, dangerous world to explore. And I'm gonna sink my teeth into it.
The Living Lands await in Avowed, coming sometime next year. Now, one of the cool things about PC games is that it's the platform for the eccentric and the experimental. This is the platform where unconventional games about hypnospace detectives or city builders on space wells are born.
City builder game.
Where Farming Simulator has its own esports scene. Our next game is in that same legacy of weirdness, but with plenty of interesting ideas.
I heard Farming Simulator esports scene.
Exterior. Indica is a meditation on religion and
City
authority,
boner.
following a nun's existential journey with the devil by her side. Let's see what kind of trouble the game's creators in Kazakhstan are getting into.
Wish list.
Let me tell you about Indica.
Yeah, the best looking games, they're just showing like a 15-second trailer, then what a content creator thinks about it.
Well,
It's like, of course they're gonna be excited for it. Oh,
A rather plain one.
dude, it's like that. What's that meme? The fucking
She prays a lot.
Willem Dafoe meme. The "Don't Look Up."
Works hard.
There's got to be a 7TV emote for that.
Really hard.
That's what that was.
She even finds some time.
There is. Do we have it?
What do you call it?
Can we get it?
Poor girl. Of all the boring places.
She's smoking a
Why do you want to go to heaven?
Odd Meter and 11-Bit Studios present Daika? What the fuck? Okay. Oh. What?
Indica arrives on PC in early 2024.
Indigo?
Next, we've got a new game in a genre that continues to evolve and grow.
Apparently it's a weed.
Hawked is a colourful comic-style
I didn't know that.
PvE game where players deploy to a stylish island called Exile to battle lizardmen and fellow mercenaries for the treasures of a lost world. Now playable in early access on Steam, here's a fresh look at Hawked.
This is an early access, so if you like the way this looks, you can go the fun. I'm sick of these type of games, so I'll pass. Game Nerd had the emote look up. I love that one. What in the world? These types of games, these ones don't really interest me. They say it's in early access, but aren't hero shooters like this always in early access? Because they're just always adding new content to make people play the game more. Fortnite-ish graphics, yeah, Fortnite-ish gameplay as well. A looter shooter. But it does seem like it has some PvP elements to it. Hawked play for free, early access available now. Don't have to say early access, we know what it is. Yeah, not really my type of thing, but I'm sure there's an audience for it. Into the Light. Is that a new game, or is that still Fortnite?
Hawked is playable now in early access ahead of its full launch next year on PC and console. To claim free in-game items and premium currency, visit playhawk.com/rally today. Don't miss your chance. Make sure you drop into Exile with a full loadout for the full release of Hawked coming in 2024. Next on the Most Wanted countdown, Dragon's Dogma devotees finally get their wish with a long-awaited sequel.
Fortnite. Yeah, I try not to care about graphics, but there's definitely some graphics when you see them, you're just like...
Number 16.
Nope, this is...
Dragon's Dogma
People like Dragon's Dogma.
If you're
16 reviews on Steam, 43% positive. How long has it been in early access?
RPG cult hit. Capcom has shown just how good it is at creating these mixed action and fantasy RPGs with recent entries in the Monster Hunter series. And Dragon's Dogma 2 looks to continue that trend. Fresh crop of climbable chimeras and a bounty of befriendable pawns. The endless chain stretches on in Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah, I mean,
with Dragon's Dogma 2, we're 10 games deep into the Most Wanted.
Now, Dragon Dogma, no, that looks better.
Get a lot colder. In 2018, Frostpunk won wide praise as a chillingly bleak city builder. In a sequel set 30 years later, new factions arise as resurgent humanity
got
faces
that
its
dog
new
in 'em.
greatest threat.
2.
Itself. Let's hear from the game developer in Poland, 11-Bit Studios.
What is this, Path of Exile? Oh no,
Number
Frostpunk.
15, Frostpunk 2.
I don't know who makes Path of Exile.
Survived the storm.
I've heard some about Frostpunk as a whole, but I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I've just heard the name. You liked Frostpunk? Well, you get a second one.
We kept expanding.
Man, there's a lot of city builders on this goddamn list.
More and more people. Dreaming different futures.
That nunweed. A lot of city builders. Frostpunk 2.
Hi, I'm Kuba Stokalski. And I'm Łukasz Juszczyk. We are both game directors responsible for Frostpunk 2, here at 11-Bit Studios. What you've just seen is the first gameplay teaser of Frostpunk 2. And as you can clearly see, a lot has changed since the first game, especially the scale of our city.
Am I crazy, or does that guy have big ears?
Harsh post-apocalyptic atmosphere that hopefully will resonate with you once again. Stay tuned for more, because the gameplay trailer for Frostpunk 2 is just around the corner.
What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with having big ears. There's nothing wrong with having big ears.
I'm Brandon Sheffield, the creative director of Demon School, and I want to tell you about our tactical battle system. This is the planning phase where we'll plot our movements, which can be rewound at any time. Characters can only move in straight lines or sidesteps, like if you combined a king and a knight in chess. You attack enemies by running straight into them. You can see Faye did 1 point of damage here. Namako doesn't deal damage, but stuns and debuffs enemies, reducing their defense. Now if our other damage dealer Destin hits this demon, he'll do 2 points of damage. But we can take this further. If Newt, our healer, heals a character with full health, they get an attack buff. Destin now does 4 points of damage to this enemy. You can also do combos by pushing or pulling an enemy into another friendly character, as Namako and Faye are doing here. Once you're happy with your choices, you start the action phase and watch it go. These are the main puzzle pieces you'll be working with, but there are 15 characters, each with their own unique abilities for you to discover. You can also study new techniques, improve your relationships, fight huge bosses, and unravel the mystery of why demons are breaking through to the human world on this mysterious island.
Yeah, it reminds me of Into the Breach.
We hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't even know what this game is. We just jumped right into what it... Game number 1 has to be Minecraft 2. I'm actually kind of curious what game number 1 is. And if you somehow know, don't say it. Quarter 2, 2024. Demon School. I thought it was going to be a rhythm-based game. Kind of reminded me of Crypt the Necrodancer when I saw it. Is this the second horror game on the list? Lethal Company? Inscription 2? Is this what Daniel Mullins is working on?
The dark web. You want the street. They will watch. They will follow. Do not leave. Stream. We are watching you. Stream. We are in your machine. Stream. We are in your skin. Stream. 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 Stream your death.
I get the Daniel Mullins feel
Next,
from that.
the only game on the most wanted list that's available now in early access, a
Hey,
team
Cass.
of retro shooter specialists are asking an important question. What if Bloodborne played like Thief if Thief had a pump shotgun?
What?
From New Blood Interactive, here's
heard
our
Bloodborne.
latest look at Gloomwood, featuring its upcoming Underport area and introducing us to
Yeah, that
the
was an interesting
terrifying
game.
Croman.
What if Bloodborne was what?
Number 14, Gloomwood.
Oh, I've heard of this game. Never played it. This looked bad, didn't it, the first time? Maybe. Did we see this before? I know the name Gloomwood. Daniel Mullen's game is next week? Okay. For some reason, I thought that last game gave me Daniel Mullen's vibes. Delve into the Underport soon. You can't just say soon. You got to give us a date. You can't just say soon. You have to give a date. I'm sorry. You can't just say soon. We're going to forget about that.
Gloomwood opens the gates to the Underport District in early 2024 with more early access updates to follow. Newegg is, of course, one of our favorite places to find upgrades, and later in the show, we'll be sharing some recommendations in our holiday wish list. But we've also partnered with Newegg to build a... Wait, am I reading this teleprompter right? We bought an egg-shaped computer.
I'm inside. What's my target?
One new egg.
Yeah, Harris for suckers.
Hello there. I can't hear anything, but this looks fun.
Hey, Zulu, thanks for the 44 months of the Tier 1 sub, and that's greatly appreciated. I hope you're doing good.
See, you found my egg.
The hell is it?
Thank you, big love. Zulu, 44 months. Tier 1 subbing. That's a lot of months.
Head to pcgamer.com/egg to watch the full video.
pcgamer.com/egg.
Probably rank higher if we knew a single thing about it. I mean, it's a decade after the release of Grand Theft Auto 5, and GTA Online is still clearing $500 million every year. How the hell do you follow that? And how scared should we be of the answer? Let's hear from our voting panel on how GTA 6 earned this position in our countdown.
Why is
Number
GTA
13,
6 here?
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is S-Fand, and I just wanted to share with you guys how incredibly excited I am for Grand Theft Auto 6.
My personal pick for the PC gaming show Most Wanted has to be Grand Theft Auto 6, because at this point it has been about 10 years.
10 years since Grand Theft Auto 5.
Storylines are always absolutely fantastic.
It's one of the greatest video game franchises of all time.
I'm excited to dive into a new immersive world, new cities, new surroundings.
Just the amount of things that you can do in this open world sandbox, and whether you just want to screw around.
Rockstar recently acquired CFX, which is the company that own 5M, and that is where NoPixel is hosted, and NoPixel is one of my favorite GTA roleplay servers.
I hope you guys are excited as I am. I think Rockstar has a lot of hype around it right now.
And very excited to see what it holds.
I hope you guys enjoy it when the game comes out.
What is this? What'd you say about roleplay servers? Apparently Grand Theft Auto bought one of the roleplay servers things nearby them or something. And they're just gonna have it in the game from the get-go. Wow, another city builder? Oh my god. They're everywhere. Yeah, no pixel. Steam World build. Coming soon. A land on the brink of collapse. No. It's Nebraska. That's another city builder! It looks like we're rebuilding civilization. This kind of looks like Valheim. Yeah, a little like Valheim. That's what I'm getting. "22 years ago, the GameCube was released." Damn. Bellwright, early access, Q1 2024. Right, Not Good Gamer?
Top of the Crown's Tyranny in Bellwright, coming to early access in December. Our next game rounds out a killer combo of high-profile fighting games that have hit PC in the last year. Ready?
Tekken?
Fight.
Number 12, Tekken 8. It's been more than 6 years since Tekken last entered the ring on PC.
Really?
And we're more than ready for a rematch. With revised fighting mechanics going all in on aggression and 32 characters to try before you settle on the guy with the leopard head. Tekken 8.
Tekken's the guy with the leopard head. I played
middle
Tekken and I
of
got
our
that pizza
most
place
wanted
back in like New Hampshire when it was like a little pizza joint. Oh my god. The little Tekken
We're
arcade.
moving
Oh
forward
my
in our
god.
rankings with a sequel to a Metroidvania favorite. We're talking, of course, about Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh, hey, Frankie. I think you could use a little backup on this one.
Hi, Sean. How did you do that?
Well, you know, it's PC Gaming Show tradition to have us, like, orbiting in a space frigate or in an underground facility, so I just started calling around.
You video called a World War II bunker?
I did. My powers are great, and so is my excitement for Hollow Knight Silksong.
They say Silksong. They're not gonna have any
Number
information
11.
on it.
Hollow Knight Silksong.
They're not gonna have any info on Hollow Knight Silksong. Just gonna be someone going like, "Yeah, I'm excited. I hope you are too."
Allow me to share 3 reasons why I'm excited for Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
First, the graphics. I adore the original Hollow Knight art style, and they're giving me more, but elevating it with more detail and layering. 2, combat in motion. The original Hollow Knight somehow was able to blend super fast.
I thought we were gonna
snappy
get games that we actually
with
know about.
Slow, chunky Souls-like combat. And if you look
Literally
at the
same as
Silksong
GTA
trailer, you're
6.
seeing all
It's
sorts
not
of
coming
new
out.
moves
Then
that
we're not gonna
allow
get a
you to
release date. We're not
dance
getting any
around your
info. Team
enemies
Cherry's not
and
even a
jump
part of
around
this.
the environment. It makes me really excited for the second-to-second experience. But the third and the biggest reason is exploration. Team Cherry are masters of this. There would be a ledge in the original Hollow Knight that when I finally was able to get there,
I'm like, what do you
there
say
would be
fuck me
hours
for?
of
An anonymous
content behind
user
there,
gifted a
or
tier
new
1
bosses,
sub to
or new
Anime Girl
enemies, or
Naruto.
entirely new zones. And it's that exact combination of a
This
beautiful
isn't a new
that's
game
fun,
trailer.
second-to-second gameplay that rewards my exploration. Oh, I literally can't wait for Silksong.
Anonymous, thanks for gifting us up the Anime Girl
Thanks
Naruto.
to your Silksong expertise, Sean. What began as a spin-off expansion to Team Cherry's beloved Metroidvania is now one of our most sought-after sequels, assuming it leaves hiding someday. Before
It's
we
just
move forward
whatever
with more
popular
previews, we
game,
want
it's just as
your
most
input,
wanted.
And we're offering a PC-sized reward. Follow the QR code
But I
on
guess it's
screen
nice
to
that
complete
Hollow
PC
Knight and
Gaming
Grand
Show
Theft
your
Auto
survey,
aren't number
and
1
you
and
could win
2
a
because
custom-built
obviously
AC
those are
Mirage
very
gaming
hyped
PC
games.
Powered by an Intel Core i9-14900K CPU. And now, a world premiere.
Yeah, every once in a while there's just a big streamer talking about a game that we're all excited for, and it's like, yeah, we're excited for this game as well.
Reported missing. A male and a female were last seen heading to the forest 2 days ago.
Can take another decade. I'd prefer if they didn't take another decade. I'd prefer the game comes out so people will shut up about it.
Do you personally believe that there's something sinister hiding in there? No, of course not. People know.
Last of Us Part 2 remastered PC.
Just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories. Just stories.
Have fun with the Meet and Not Good Gamer. What is this? Another horror game? This also gives me Daniel Mullins vibes. You're very old man, get off my lawn. You got it.
A singular strike.
Petri, thanks for gifting a sub to the star.
They have given 100
Enjoy
gift
the
subs in the
emotes.
channel.
Daniel Mullins made Inscription. Thank you, Petri. Thank you, Anonymous. Hey, la la la. Yeah, we're watching this showcase. So we got a longer morning stream. Gross, an FPS game. But they have granola bars. And they have walking and jumping over fences that don't need to be jumped over. Actual pre-alpha gameplay. Said something out. Gray Zone Warfare.
We're nearing the heavy hitters, selected by our panel of industry experts as their top 10 most wanted games.
Well, we're already on number 10.
First, a fresh look at the gun fu gameplay of Spine.
Redline, as your combat AI, I have to warn you that pressing the wrong floor may lead to unexpected consequences.
Cute lady!
Who the fuck are you?
Wait, who the fuck are... Wait, this looks kind of cool.
No elevator this time.
Yeah, it's a cinematic, but... What the fuck? What city is this where the trains collide into each other? Spine, slash, shoot, repeat. Wish list now. I'll keep my eye on it. That actually looked okay. I was intrigued.
Bringing cinematic action choreography, Spine is coming soon to PC. We're just minutes away from starting our top 10 countdown. And make sure you stick around all the way to the #1 game on our list to see some exclusive gameplay footage. But before that, here's a message from our
I'm intrigued. What could be
PC
number
Game
1 if Silksong and GTA 6 aren't there? Oh, Game Pass ad. Oh, wait, I saw the Clockwork Revolution game, the one that looked like BioShock. Saw that for a split second. Exoprimal. Don't advertise Exoprimal. Don't advertise Hollow Knight Silksong when it's not even out. Don't advertise Star Wars Jedi Survivor when you can't even play it on Game Pass. Fallout 4, yeah, you can advertise that all you want. Exoprimal? Any Exoprimal fans?
Bungie is taking a walk back through time for our first entry in the most wanted top 10. Wielding 30 years of sharpened shooter design, the studio is busy carving a new extraction shooter from the series that paved the way for Halo. So far, we haven't seen much of Marathon, but its mix of rampant AIs, mysterious alien precursors, unknowable space entities, and high saturation clone firefights are more than enough to earn slot number 10. Here's a special message from the studio.
It's made by Bungie.
Number 10, Marathon.
Is that what it was called? A shut spot?
Hello, I'm Christopher Barrett, franchise game director on Marathon. We're incredibly humbled by the reception Marathon has received since its announcement earlier this year.
They hated it.
Being voted one of the most anticipated games on PC is an honor which absolutely motivates everyone on the project. The whole team's hard at work right now, building Bungie's take on the extraction shooter genre. And the next time you hear from us, we'll have a lot more to show, including gameplay. Thank you.
I genuinely cannot wait for that one. Right, let's keep things moving with a couple more trailers.
Next. Yeah, give the wish list stuff is better. We actually see some gameplay.
Has gone.
Maybe not.
I shall rebuild it.
Hey, thanks for being excited for our game. We have no gameplay to show you, though. Next Xbox showcase, probably in like January, we'll have something. Wait, we're cooking. We're cooking. It's cute. It jumps. It's a roguelite.
I am the master architect.
I'm intrigued by this.
I am in control.
Cryptical path.
Welcome to Crashlands. 2. Explore a world filled with wonder, mystery, and some of these things. And then slap them. Just slap it all. Except these. Best to make a home for yourself, but not just yourself. After all, if you're gonna make it on this planet, you'll need all the help you can get.
Crashlands 2 wishlist on Steam. Looked okay.
Crashlands 2 drops onto Steam in 2024. At number 9 on the most wanted is the product of a simple design philosophy. If you look hard enough, you can always find somewhere to put another skill tree, even if you end up making a second game in the process. Warm up that left mouse button because we're about to show you some Path of Exile 2.
I was about to say,
We
where's
travelled
Path of Exile
all the way
2?
to New Zealand to speak with the team, climbing the highest mountains to visit their studio in Auckland.
Number 9, Path of Exile 2.
Any of you played PoE? PoE is shit too. Callow, you hate every game.
It seems the old ways still hold some power.
I know a lot of people like PoE. I'm not one of them. Too much going on, it made your brain melt. Okay, well. Isn't it PoE one of those games you just need to grind and grind and grind and grind? You've never heard of Path of Exile? Oh, what a world. I hate every game too. Yeah. This PoE, yeah, the graphics look phenomenal. No, they're talking to the studio behind
Path of
PoE.
Exile 2 is basically our next generation action RPG. And one of the things we really wanted to make sure that we were doing with it is to make the action combat really, really excellent. We just want to make sure that anyone playing the game, you can play it like an action game, feels fun to play. We've added things like dodge rolls and like hack canceling, things like this. And it just means that the game just feels a lot better than it previously did, as well as everything else that you'd expect from a sequel to Path of Exile.
One thing in particular that sets Path of Exile apart is obviously the depth.
If you need a guide to play a game correctly,
crafting systems, but also the sheer number
that
of
looked like a
quantity
green
of
screen.
monsters, encounters. Like we have over a decade of content that is going to be available in Path of Exile 2 as well.
For Path of Exile 2, we really want to keep the mechanics from Path of Exile 1 that are great, but we can now have the opportunity to rebuild them or restructure them in a way that is easier to understand and much more accessible
Yeah,
for
shade
someone
in that
coming at it
cock.
for the first time, and keep that depth.
It's exactly
there,
like
either
Diablo.
hidden away or
I mean, Path of
pointed
Exile is
out
a
to
huge
understand.
game.
I think there's a big difference between depth and complexity. Path of Exile 2 in some ways is less complicated than Path of Exile 1 because we've
People
simplified
love
the sort of
Path of
technical
Exile.
complexity around doing things like the way you socket skills and things like that to make it easier to understand. But at the
not
same
people.
time, we're making sure that we keep all the depth in terms of character options and things that you can do. So everything is still there as far as like what can I do to build my character. It's just that it is easier to do so because you don't have to be worrying, for example, about when you're changing your items that you're going to break the way your skills are working and things like that. So I think that actually new and regular players can.
I think
tolerate a lot
PoE
of
is
depth.
free.
It's the complexity that we want to try and avoid.
Probably has
Well, the dodge roll actually came about because we really wanted to be able to find a
Microtransactions.
way to having some skills that took longer to do than other skills. But the problem with that is that skills feel really terrible if you start them and then you can't get out of them.
Better than
So we really needed a way
Diablo?
to
I
make
hear
that
nobody talking
interruption
about Diablo
possible,
4
and,
anymore.
The dodge roll was a really great way to do it. We actually already had a philosophy for Path of Exile 2 boss design where we wanted to make sure that everything was dodgeable. But previously we were just doing that by running around. But I think the dodge roll has actually changed a lot of things, and especially because, you know, now that you can expect a player to be able to do that, it means that we can have the expectation and the balance as well.
We've done fresh design on everything. We've taken some elements from PoE1 in terms of monsters, specific monsters, and
It's a shit game by a shit
because they
company.
were fun to play. Like, why not replicate?
Damn, you're
something
so
that's still
negative.
fun to play. But of course, it's full fresh coat of paint. There are definitely new systems.
Gotta
I'd say
accept
lot
that
of the
there's a
monsters
lot of
are
people that
faster,
like
for
games like
example,
this.
Which is where dodge roll helps to come into play. We have secondary AI systems that allow the monsters to do skills while they were performing another skill. Much like how a player can dodge roll to interrupt a skill, a monster can now do the same thing. We have a lot more monsters doing interactions with the environment. They'll interact with the world more. A lot more spawning from things. A lot more like in one of our areas.
Dragon's
we have
Dogma too?
monsters
Yeah, they
riding
showed that
on another
already.
Monster, and then when they get close, they all jump off.
There's a lot of design changes that have had to go on to take into account the way that the new skill system.
I like how we get
So
all of
something like
this
the
for
Mercenary
Path of
now
Exile
are
too, but then
developing
Hollow
how
Knight
crossbows
Silksong,
should
we
work.
just
We
get a
kinda really looked
content
at that
creator
and thought,
saying,
okay,
yeah,
how
the
can we
game
make
looks great.
crossbows just feel completely different than bows?
I'm excited.
And if you look at a shooter, it's like
You know, I've
pistols
seen
and
everything the
shotguns
same.
and
I've
things like
seen
that.
all
Like,
the same
what
amount
about
as all of
those
you.
makes them
It
different
looks
from
good.
each other? And so therefore it makes the whole experience just feel so different than what a bow feels like now. You know, you want that like pull the trigger and it instantly fires, you know, that kind of instant response type of thing. And I think that as we approach each different character class, we're thinking,
Oh wait,
how
they
can
were
we make the
talking
skills
about
here feel
Diablo
so
and
different
Blizzard.
than every other class?
For a lot of
I thought they were talking about Path of
unique
Exile
skill
and
sets
these
like
people,
the
and I'm like,
crossbows,
damn, you don't
which
even
are
know about these
almost
people.
Basically guns. There's a lot of work that's been done in other games to make those feel great that we had the opportunity to bring.
I'll assume
into
they were
Path of
talking about
Exile,
Blizzard.
And there's a lot of lessons of what works well in a shooter that can work well in an ARPG if you do the work, get the animations right, get the timing right. We've done a lot of core system changes to make it so that it feels like you've got as much control as you would in a shooter-focused game. There's a lot of what have other games done well that we can bring into Path of Exile that no ARPG is really built on, because they don't have the crazy level of skill variety that we've ended up having.
So we've got a live stream later today where we're going to be showing off 2 of our character classes. We're really deep diving into the mechanics, and we're really excited to show that. So if you're interested to know more about Path of Exile 2, then tune into that later today.
I'll pass. But people that are interested, you can go watch that if you want.
Not to be feared.
If you're interested in that.
Now, if you're anything like me, you leave your Christmas shopping to the absolute last second and then speedrun the entire thing in a single afternoon of guest checkouts and regret. But what to buy the PC gamer in your life? Well, our good friends at Intel have a few ideas. Here's 5 of their favorite gaming deals this holiday season, all on offer now at Newegg.
Pardon me.
The Acer Predator Helios gaming laptop. Inside is an i7 13700H
I don't know what type of budget you think I have for people
an
on
RTX
Christmas.
4070, 16 gigabytes of DDR5 memory, and 1 terabyte of storage. We've been big fans of Acer's Helios machines for ages, and the new
I thought you were gonna say like a
16-inch Predator has
$25
fast
gift
become
card,
one of our
maybe.
favorite gaming laptops. It's the perfect combination of
I'm getting
processor,
everybody a
graphics
gaming
card,
laptop.
240Hz screen, and
course.
price. The 24-thread Intel CPU is mighty strong too, and the RTX 4070 graphics card also supports the magic of frame generation for a buttery smooth experience.
Yeah, God, of course I'm spending
This is
$2,000
the
on
Gigabyte
a
Aorus
laptop.
15 gaming laptop, running on an i7 13700H CPU.
Check out the
RTX
receipts, chat. There's a
4070
laptop for
graphics,
all of
16
you.
gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, a 1 terabyte Gen 4 SSD,
The next
and
giveaway.
A 15.6
Yep, next
inch
giveaway. We're giving away a
165
gaming
Hz
laptop. I
QHD
totally can
display.
afford that.
If your needs are a little lighter, this only slightly smaller 15-inch Aorus is a great option. You
A
still
crisp
get a
20
20
at most.
CPU,
It's the best thing you
with
can
the
give
same
them.
RTX
They
4070
can get what they
GPU
want with
inside
it.
and
That's a
high
lunch.
refresh rate QHD screen. It still packs a serious
did give
punch,
away-
and if you
I
want
did give
serious
away a
frame rates
Nintendo
from the
Switch
latest
once.
games, either of these laptops has you covered. We've also
Kalasar
got the
won it.
MSI Katana 17 gaming laptop. An i7 13620H
Gave away a
processor,
Switch like 2.5 years
RTX
ago.
4070 GPU, 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, and a 1 terabyte SSD. If you're looking for a lot of screen real estate, MSI's 17-inch
Good
chonker
times.
will get the job done without costing a bomb. The 13th Gen Core
Yeah, that one was
i7 is a
1200.
16-thread chip. The machine still sports an RTX 4070 graphics card to handle all the newest releases, and
It's the
you
same
content
type of
creators
Switch that I
are
have,
going to love the massive
Red
32
Mario
gig of
Switch.
DDR5 memory this expansive laptop
Mine
has
doesn't
to
even
offer.
get used anymore. I barely
Next,
touch
MSI's
my
Aegis
Switch.
gaming rig, carrying the i7
Bro, what type of budget do you think I
CPU,
have to give these
an
types of
RTX
gifts out?
4060 Ti, another spacious 32
What type
gigs
of budget do you think I
DDR5
have?
with 2 terabytes of storage. So
No, it
yeah,
doesn't make
you
Mario
remember
noises.
that big black obelisk from the
Can you have
start
my
of
Switch?
2001:
No,
A Space
it's
Odyssey,
mine.
right? MSI's Aegis R PC very much has that vibe, but also throws in a
It's
little
only
RGB gaming
$1,200.
flair. Inside this monolith,
Dude,
you'll
the most
find
expensive
a beefy
Christmas gift I've gotten has
24-thread
probably been,
Intel
like,
CPU and way
an
more memory
Xbox
and storage than
360.
you usually find in a PC at this price. Finally, we have the 12th Gen Core and Arc bundle. An i7-12700K CPU and the Arc A770.
What's
with
like-
a $50 discount. But there ain't much that can top the feeling
What
of
is like
building
the
a gaming
biggest Christmas
machine
gift
with
one
your
of you
own
guys have
two
gotten? Am I
hands.
like
And
overthinking
these Intel
Christmas?
Silicon bundles will
Like
allow
just
you to do
casually
that
dropping
at
a
a bargain
$1,500
price.
gift
For
on
us,
someone?
pairing a
Like
12
what?
Gen i7 with an AS ROC Arc 770
Like mine's on
is a real
Xbox
smart
360
money
back
play.
in the day.
Because these
After
older
that,
CPUs
I've never
share
got
a
anything
ton
more
of DNA with
expensive.
the latest 14th Gen chips. And this graphics card has only got faster
You never got
since
Christmas
launch.
gifts? Socks?
Damn, those are some powerful
$500 console. When I
Let's
was a
hope
kid,
Santa
maybe an
thinks we've all
Xbox.
been
Yeah, as a
nice
kid,
this
you get
year.
like maybe
Or at
a
least you
game
haven't heard
system.
any of the things
As
you've
an
said in
adult,
some
I don't
conference
even know
chat.
what I've gotten as a gift. I got
Okay,
$1,000 in
our
cash
next
from your
game
mother
is
for
a
Christmas a
fun
couple
one.
years
A
ago.
blisteringly fast racer and a
100
1999
bucks?
throwback
100
you
bucks?
didn't know
100
you
bucks?
needed. Racing into early access soon. This is Death Grip.
Honestly, I love socks and that type of shit. Socks, clothes, dish rags for Christmas. If I got those, I'd be like, oh my god, thank you. A pack of 6 dish rags? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so generous. Thank you very much. I would be so happy getting those for Christmas. My mom sends me cookies for Christmas. She makes my favorite type of cookies and then she sends them to me. And that's the best time of the year because I get those delicious cookies. I don't want anything else. I'll fucking take those delicious cookies, thank you very much. And then she usually gets Kat like socks or like a sweater. She got Kat a really nice sweater for her birthday. Free food, house stuff, that's all I need. Hey, I got you a game console. No, I can buy that myself. I can write that off in taxes. I'm a streamer. I'll buy that myself. Wait, what is this? That actually looks kind of cool. Wait, what is that? Death Grip? I'm writing that down. That actually looks kind of good. That actually looks kind of good. I was talking about cookies.
Now that's what I legally can't call pod racing. The whole reason we're here today is because, yes, there are an incredible amount of video games.
There's some
and we
socks
want
and
to
sweaters.
help you
That's all we
decide
need.
which ones are the most deserving of attention. But if you're watching and wondering, hey, why isn't the Elder Scrolls 6 one of the most wanted games? Well, let me explain.
Bro, are you serious?
Our voting process for the most wanted list prioritizes games that are imminent and that we know lots of information about. The more confident we are in a game's release date, the more rewarded it is by our voting system.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is on here?
Still,
We haven't even seen
there's a long
anything.
list of high-profile games that have been in dark mode for years and years. While theoretically
Silk Song,
enormous,
okay.
they're frustratingly
I'll give you that
absent
one.
from the public eye. So, just to give them
I'll
at
give them
least a
Silk
moment of
Song. There's been
acknowledgement, I'm going
some
to see
stuff
how many
about
of
it.
these
There's
I
been
can
some
rattle.
trailers.
Ready? The Elder Scrolls 6, Bioshock 4, which was announced 4 years ago, the eventual Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, The
That's
Witcher
not
remake,
happening.
Project 007 from the team that made Hitman, that's probably going to be incredible.
Oh wait, she's
Dragon
spitballing.
Age Dreadwolf. Come on, BioWare.
She's
let's see
she's
it.
spitballing
Death Stranding
games,
2,
okay.
Star Wars Eclipse. Yes,
What?
the Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell remake. Oh, and that untitled Fallout-like RPG from New Blood Interactive. Armor 4, that League of Legends fighting game that looks really good. A Wonder Woman game, the new Indiana Jones game from the folks that made Wolfenstein, Good and Evil 2, which has been in development for something like 15 years, the reboot of the Skate series, and Crisis 4. Crisis 4. Oh, while I catch my breath, let's see a couple of games that actually have gameplay footage.
Yeah, please. I wonder if they're gonna have the Suicide Squad on here. No, that game that was supposed to come out last year, but then they delayed it because it looked horrible.
Our world is in chaos.
I think that's what it is. Suicide Squad? They kill Batman or
The
something?
gods and their armies of the dead seek to rule over everything we call
Oh, there were
home.
trailers yesterday? Huh. I kind of forgot about it.
I'll be damned if I let that happen.
Yeah, it kills the Justice League.
Is more Vanek.
That game comes out in what, like June? May? I know it got delayed until 2024. Or was it February? When the hell was it?
Soldier. God killer.
This also looks pretty good. Ooh, giant spiders. Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn. Summer 2024. I'll write it down. It looked okay.
Time for a word from our good friends at Mad Mushroom.
Mad Mushroom is a publishing company that is going to be a little different from other publishing companies.
Oh boy.
Mad Mushroom gives us the opportunity
Am I the
to
only
enter
one
the
that
games
doesn't
industry
trust when-
while at the same time elevating and amplifying the message
we'll
of
see.
hundreds of indie developers.
You are literally working hand in hand with influencers to figure out how to make your game as enjoyable as possible, not just to play, but also from a content viewing.
Yeah, they're the
perspective.
publishers.
If you're a developer and you're interested in us publishing your game, you can go to madmushroom.gg. Check it out. We're very passionate and we're very excited about what we're doing here.
The OTKVGA.com. What the hell
In a
is
city
that?
that never sleeps, innovators like Kieran Short and the All Street New York City Collective remind us that with the right tools, like the Alienware laptop, the boundaries of art and technology can be pushed beyond our imagination. That's where Alienware's top-of-the-line computers come in. Introducing our real-life XP Boost, the Alienware Power Boost Benefit. Scan our QR code or visit the site below to see how Alienware is undeniably stepping up the game.
Nah. No thanks. Wish list. Here we go. Back to games. We had Flintcock, and now we're on to something by Lunark Studios. Islands of
In
Insight.
Islands of Insight,
Oh.
you awaken on a floating island as a seeker. Your goal is to explore a serene fantasy realm of ancient wonders and natural beauty, solve its mysterious puzzles, and unveil the secrets of the islands. We designed the world to be brimming with thousands of handcrafted puzzles, each of them carefully placed throughout the landscape. You might start off solving logic puzzles.
What's that puzzle game
and
that
then
came out
decide to
recently?
search for
Talos
hidden
Principle 2?
objects, or go find some
Anyone play that one?
perspective or memory puzzles to take on. Designed by some of the best minds in puzzle design, our puzzles vary in difficulty and are thoughtfully crafted to be relaxing, challenging, and satisfying to solve for newcomers and seasoned puzzle fans. There is no linear path in Islands of Insight. You choose where to go, which puzzles to solve, and in what order, all at your own pace.
Listen, I
You
like
can
some nice
solve
simple
puzzle
puzzles,
quests to
but
unlock
nobody
new
runs
areas
like
in the
this.
campaign, or explore the main island, an expansive open world where most of the puzzles and secrets are found. Wander around the sublime landscapes
Like
on
the
foot,
atmosphere,
or glide
the
above
atmosphere,
them.
the environment, it looks good. You know,
Our
the
shared
outside world, but the
allows for
running
seamless
looks so.
interactions and collaboration
The running
between
looks
players.
horrible.
You can interact with others for a bit of guidance,
Hey,
or you
Sailor
can play
Yen.
entirely on your
I hope
own.
you're doing good.
This is your adventure.
This is alpha footage. They gotta work on
In
that running
today's
animation if they're gonna
fast-paced
go
world,
third person.
We hope Islands of Insight delivers a sublime escape for players looking to unwind. If you want to discover more, play our demo
That one looked a
today
little
on
better.
our Steam page.
A little better. Coming February 2024. Oh.
In 1999, Homeworld brought RTS space combat fully into 3 dimensions. Now, 20 years after Homeworld 2, it's a very different world for real-time strategy, and an excellent time for a comeback. From Blackbird Interactive, this is Homeworld 3.
Yeah, maybe they just need to take a shit. Oh, we're on to number 8? Jesus
Number
Christ.
8.
Well, that was all that
Three.
filler between Path of Exile 2 and Homeworld 3? Jesus, we haven't seen any of them.
Batch of bombers rolling off the line.
Any good-looking games that you missed? Yeah, there's a couple good ones. G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra, nice little beat-em-up style game coming out. Star Wars Outlast got mentioned. Wild Bastards looks kind of good. Little first-person shooter roguelike action.
Strategy game set in space.
Avowed.
It's incredibly
skate story.
Cinematically compelling.
When we were first starting up on Homeworld 3, we were thinking, what are some of the coolest spectacles you can think of in the universe that you would want to play in or around?
In essence, Homeworld 3 was really our original dream of Homeworld 2. The problem was, in the late 90s, early 2000s, the vision for Homeworld 3 was utterly impossible to make.
Massive coronal sun injections, massive battles in asteroid fields.
A lot of city builders.
Massive environments with these giant megaliths, you know, like gigantic Death Star-sized things that would create an interesting landscape for the player to move their units through. We had to wait 20 years before we could do that. So anyone who's interested in strategy or strategy-like games, we want to immerse basically anyone who loves science fiction.
For us, Homeworld 3 is a love letter to the fans of the franchise that have been with us over the last, 20, 22 years.
How
with
old are
Homeworld
you?
3,
You've
we
been
want
there
to
since
just
the beginning?
continue
Look
that
like you're
amazing
35.
feeling that you got from playing Homeworld 1 back in the day and give that to you again. You can play Homeworld 3 at the pace that you want to play. Tactical pause are going to allow you to actually just pause the game 100%. We have a classic controls, which you'll know and love from Homeworld 2, and then we have our modern control scheme. And that one is built around
Came
FPS
out the womb
controls
developing
that you know and
Homeworld
love
2.
from the games that you've played before. So MOBA players, RTS players from other games will be able to quickly understand, okay, if I want to go somewhere, I just click on this element here. Cinematic combat is such a huge pillar.
This does
to the
look better than
franchise.
what
We want you to be able to get in there, find the
Starfield
coolest
is,
camera
but
angle,
they're
and enjoy
completely
the
different
spectacle.
games.
For anybody who's never played a Homeworld game, they'll be able to get right into the action.
He's looking good
We
for his
wanted
40s.
choke points. We wanted
40s.
interesting strategic decision-making for the player.
When engaging in combat, terrain will actually matter. We have tunnels where you can actually take your fighters and frigates through those things, and that will actually remove you from the enemy sensors, so you can ambush them.
What up,
you can
Miranda
actually
Mia?
use a larger ship to take fire for another ship.
And yeah, Zio, this game, they were
So in
waiting for
Homeworld
20 years to
3,
make it.
we focused a lot on what wasn't already available for us within Unreal. We wanted to figure out the more distinct views that the game would have that separate Homeworld from any other game, which is mostly the skybox and the lighting to give that
Hope you're doing
feel
good,
of being
Miranda
in space.
Mia.
When you go into a nebula, the ship understands how much coverage it has from that, which will affect the concept of fog of war in the game. We knew that we wanted persistent damage on the ships, and so then we focused on what that system would be like.
You'll see the history of your battles as you go through the whole campaign. Please wishlist and pre-order the game.
Honestly, it
We're
looks
super
good.
excited to have you.
Probably, I probably wouldn't stream it, but March 8th, 2024? We only gotta wait 3 months.
A myth, a tale of a long-forgotten saint.
Where's the plucky squire?
There was once an empty potential about to be birthed into existence.
Oh, this is the Metroidvania that this is the Metroidvania that I have access to, but I haven't been able to play yet because I haven't had time. I actually am interested in this one. Ultros is what it's called.
Everything that was given.
It's a Metroidvania game. I thought it looks pretty good. Yeah, Ultros. When do I have time? My free time is right now, between streams, and that should be right now, but we're doing this.
Uji's solidarity, like a utopian hummus. Blessed be she. Life is not given, but received.
This game looks great.
And her worth lies therein. Blessed be she.
Use an influencer to hype it up, right?
Blessed is she.
Give me a release date. I know I have an embargo on it, if I could play it. Yeah, Ultros. Oh, February 13th. Cool. Couple months. Not bad. I'll be playing that one, hopefully.
Perhaps you've heard of an obscure little indie game called Stardew Valley? Or maybe the hundreds of cozy life sims it inspired. Whilst its imitators are busy
There's a
trying to
Stardew Valley
rebottle the
Orchestra
farm life
concert
lightning,
coming to our city in
Stardew's
March.
solo dev is leaving the barnyard behind. From two editors at PC Gamer, Lauren Morton and Molly Taylor, let's hear more about this highly anticipated follow-up.
What's this? The chocolate game. Number 7, the chocolate game.
Number 7, Haunted Chocolatier.
Yeah, Haunted Chocolatier. The creator of Stardew is making this. Concerned Dave.
Molly, you and I end up talking about cozy games on the PC Gamer Chatlog podcast quite a bit, which is why it's so exciting that its creator, Eric Baroni, is currently working on his next game, Haunted Chocolatier, where instead of us being on a farm, we're like running a chocolate shop instead, which sounds super exciting.
How's
we
this
haven't
higher
seen a
on
whole
the
lot
list?
about Haunted
'Cause they probably got
Chocolatier yet.
information
We've
on
seen
it.
a brief trailer and we've seen some screenshots.
Yeah, it's a new game. If I
We've
said
seen,
follow-up,
like,
that's my
boss battles
bad.
potentially. We've seen a bit of
It's a
the
whole new
cozy
game that they're
town.
working on.
We've seen some expanded combat over the Stardew Valley formula, so we're definitely anticipating hearing more about it as it continues development.
Wait,
so
that's
I'm really
it?
excited to see how Baroni is going to.
We don't have any information? I thought you threw it this
And I
high.
have a pretty good feeling
they
that
said
Haunted
follow-up.
Chocolatier
Oh,
is
okay.
going to be setting the standards for cozy games for years to come.
Dude, you can't do that in the top
Assistance
10.
required on the corner of 5th and 24th Street.
You can't
A
do
gas
that in the
station has
top
exploded,
10.
And we require immediate medical attention.
Received loud and clear.
Am
We're
I
on our
excited
way.
for that game?
ETA approximately 5
Yes.
minutes.
What a tease. I was like, I thought maybe they had some information. Okay. I thought maybe they got the developer to talk with these two creators. Ambulance simulator? That blood looked very weird when he was moving. Am I the only one? Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator? September 2024. Don't show me this now. That's way too early to show me that.
The crusade is about to overwhelm us.
Show me the... What? Show me that in, like, June.
The crusade is on the rise. I have to warn everybody.
Okay, let's look at this.
We must keep them from reaching the Enclave at all costs.
I was hoping the Haunted Chocolatier would have some information, but that's fine. It's fine.
Lorelei, it's been an honor fighting by your side.
Likewise, my friend. But we'll make it out of here. That's a promise.
Is this another city builder? New city builder? I thought it was gonna be like Fire Emblem Engage. Tactics.
Fate brought us here. We did not come by choice. The silence that devoured my home. Please.
Have we
guiding
seen this
star,
shark? It
send
looks
me a
familiar. Probably from some random showcase. I do watch a lot of showcases when they come out. Fire Emblem wouldn't make a top 500 list. Damn!
The crusade brings you a better future. Soon, there shall only be silence.
The void will devour everything unless we stop the crusade.
Music by Hitoshi Sakamoto.
Starborn,
Song
even
of
constructs. Deep down,
Silence?
we are all
Spring
as one.
2024. Play the demo? Maybe.
A vibrant blend of 4X management and card-based RTS battles, Songs of Silence releases in spring 2024. Next up on the Most Wanted Highway, a game that knows nothing beats a road trip. Just you, your car, the open road, and the interdimensional horrors bubbling forth from reality's cosmic wounds.
What game is gonna be #1? And will they have any information on it? Pacific
Number
Drive.
6,
Oh!
Pacific Drive.
I remember this game. We saw this during the Xbox showcase. You just drive a car.
Olympic Peninsula, the crown jewel of the Pacific Northwest.
I remember this one.
Its unmatched views and quiet solitude offer everything you need in the most beautiful place on Earth.
Is she okay?
There is no
She's
cause
getting paid.
for alarm. Take shelter in the closest pocket of stability in your area, and please refrain from thoughts or memories.
Road, be careful.
The chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents
PC2.
leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure
Music's very
of the
nice.
peninsula. the evacuation of 100,000 people, and the attempt, an abject failure, at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire.
It was hours before Arda came to extract us.
Some zone secrets are best left.
I already got an email about a roguelike game that got announced during the showcase. The dungeon crawler roguelike that got announced. I already got an email about it.
Mother or monster? Nothing had more potential than limb technology. And look what it did to the Olympic Peninsula.
I reply to my emails. I reply to them. I'll get back to it later. I respond to my emails when they're good. The cryptical one? Yeah. Virgo email stream? No! Tomorrow? Dan, it'll be in 3 hours. We have a second stream in 5 hours. 4.5 hours. Anyways, I'm sorry. We're gonna put this game on the list. This game actually does look good. I remember seeing it 6 months ago. Pacific Drive, February 22nd! Alright. Oh, that's right near Ultros, though. Ultros came out the 24th. Mortal Crux, Fall 23 devlog. New mechanic, boat travel. New gear, capes. Okay. New mechanic, stealth. What? What is this? Mesmerize, new terrain element, lava flows. Gory, Guttily Carnage. They have not said anything about that, Sonic fan. They also haven't said anything about Sonic either, before you ask that. Wishlist on Steam. No, he wasn't going to.
I just love that we're seeing smaller studios take a swing at Souls-like gameplay. Mortal Crux is coming soon to early access. Coming up, we're nearly at the top of our list. It's time for a second helping of Helldivers as the most wanted countdown continues.
Helldivers 2.
5. Helldivers 2.
Wait, didn't this game get shown like at the Xbox showcase and it looked really mid?
If there's one thing we value, it's interstellar combat with giant acid.
And it was like,
as the fine soldiers of Super Earth call it,
this is
democracy.
number 5.
Now shooting in third person, the Helldivers redeploy for co-op.
They had a funny trailer.
And our panel of experts can't wait to enlist.
Where's the plucky squire? Gotta put the plucky squire in here. You gotta put the plucky
Helldivers 2
squire.
arrives on PC for some co-op Starship trooping on February 8, 2024. Now,
February 8th.
we turn to the unholy rebirth of a 2009 strategy cult classic. When Hell's Throne sits empty, its greatest devils march to war in this stylishly sinister game of ungodly grand strategy. Here's the latest trailer for Solium Infernum.
For what? I'm sorry. Solium Folum?
Set in the bureaucratic nightmare of hell, Solium Infernum is a political strategy game like no other.
It's a strategy
the Prince of
game.
Darkness has vanished,
With a
and
naked
to ascend
person.
to the Dark Throne as ruler of hell, you must prove to the infernal conclave that you are the most powerful archfiend of all. Equip powerful relics and cast rituals that can turn the tide of battle. Command legions, summon colossal titans, bribe minions, and attempt to outbid your fellow archfiends in the bazaar, Hell's blind auction house. You'd best learn the rules of Hell fast.
Does look like Total War. There's a lot of
For it is
isometric
malice
games.
and malevolence that win favor in Hell. Insult and extort your enemies, goading them into open warfare.
Extortion? That's
Or
illegal.
worse, humiliation. Scheme in your sleep with asynchronous multiplayer. investing just a moment each day in games that can last for weeks. There are no loyalties here in the Abyss, and betrayal is the name of the game. Solium Infernum isn't called a friendship destruction simulator for nothing. Better to rule in hell than serve in heaven.
Rule in hell or serve in heaven? I mean, heaven's probably got tacos. Hell's probably got... I don't want to know.
History is defined by moments when its greatest himbos collide.
Himbos?
In January, the world will stand witness as Yakuza's very best boys unite for an ocean-spanning RPG adventure, and probably like some mahjong. Like a Dragon earned high marks from our voting crew. Let's see what Sega's got cooking.
Is this number 4? I'm fine with Yakuza being number 4. I know Like a Dragon is very... I know Yakuza's very loved. Very loved. And at least we'll actually get some information.
Well, lately, our old friend, the Seiryu clan's been acting mighty suspicious.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Asuka-san.
I'm sending you to Hawaii. There's someone there who wants to meet you.
How's Yakuza over
It's your
GTA
mother.
6? Because we have information on it.
What the hell's going on? Freeze. Kiryu, son? High time you met the head of the Barracudas. Name's Dwight.
Yeah, where's GC?
Akane-san.
That's why I'm saying I'm fine with it being number 4.
This is someone else. Yanja. You trying to tell me there are Yakuza in Hawaii?
The head of Kazuma Kiryu. What better trophy than the head of a dragon?
I really, really need your help, like, right now. I'd take a bullet for a bud any day.
Thanks, 100 bits, Pirate.
You can always turn a new leaf, but you can't turn back the clock.
Yeah,
All
that's
you
why
get
I'm saying
is
this
the
at number
precious time
4
you're
and ahead of
given.
GTA and Hollow Knight
for this,
and
Kasuga?
Chocolatier Frontier
Let's do
is
this.
fine because this has info. Like, that's fine. I'm more excited for Hollow Knight Silksong than this, but at least we know when this is coming out.
You haven't missed your chance at our gaming PC giveaway.
The leaked
Follow the
footage.
QR code on screen now and complete our viewership survey.
There's no QR
Once you're
code.
done, you'll be in the
Oh,
running to
there it
win
is.
a
I'm
custom
blocking
AC
it.
Mirage
Aha, you
PC
can't do this.
created by the talented guys at Blue Horse Studios and boasting a Core i9-14900K CPU from the show's presenting sponsor, Intel. Hell yeah, free computers.
There you go.
We're just a few games away from the #1 game in our countdown, and from showing you some exclusive gameplay footage I think you're going to like. But first,
Clockwork
here's
Revolution?
another game from our wish list, Crown Wars: The Black Prince.
Crown Wars? Or Crowd Wars? Oh. Crown Wars. Okay.
War, your great passion. How appropriate, for it makes you
Oh
blind to
no, not another strategy city builder.
We were here well before your kings.
I could have won a PC, but Burr's big bald head stopped me. I'm not bald. This middle's still not giving up, even though I told it to give up.
Beyond imagination, we are blood, death, multitude. We are the terror that whispers in the dark. We are the chaos in all things, and the order within chaos.
Ark Survival? I don't care about Ark. I gotta leave it about Ark on the PS5. Ark Ascend Survival or something.
You may be many.
Shave the head
but
incentive.
we have hope.
Wait till December 1st when I have a 70-30 split.
Manage your forces for medieval tactics in Crown Wars: The Black Prince, coming March 2024.
Medieval XCOM.
Sometimes PC gaming gives us games that empower us to make games.
Do they?
Our next studio visit is with the group behind Everywhere, an ambitious creation platform currently in development. Let's hear a little more about the big vision behind Everywhere.
Wish list. Damn! Look at those graphics. Build a rocket, boy.
Hey, my name's Adam Whiting, assistant game director here at Build Rocket Boy, and I'm working on Everywhere.
This whole thing has been blurry.
So it's a world of creativity and exploration and discovery underpinned by really high quality systems that hopefully inspire the next generation of games creators and world builders.
Hi, my name's Leslie Benzies. I am the game director of Everywhere and Mind's Eye, founder of Build a Rocket Boy. Everywhere is a place where players can tell their stories, where they can build their own world. There's shooting elements, there's driving elements, there's puzzles. Players can build UGC, take part in many different experiences, and they also play a AAA game called Mind's Eye. Tools, which we call Arcadia, they're a part of Everywhere, so you don't have to jump to a separate executable to trigger them. We built the platform with UGC in mind, so it's inherent to the games.
Arcadia, I think, is a really wonderful suite of creation tools that we're using internally to build content within the platform. I think that's really important. If you're using one set of tools and then giving a lesser subset of that to players, they immediately realize the limitations of the tool set they've been given, whereas we want everything that players play within Everywhere to serve as inspiration because they have the same tools that we use to build that experience.
So you could look at Utopia as the hub where you socialize.
I think it is a game builder game.
With your friends before you decide to go play the entertainment that you and your posse would like to.
It's a place that you arrive in within Everywhere, and then you can use it as like a launch pad, jump into any other type of experience. Go and explore the open world of the biomes surrounding Utopia City. You can jump into the district buildings that curate specific types of content, or you can jump into anything you want to through our portals or through invites from other players. But essentially, that's the kind of foundation that you use to kind of experience all these other interesting kind of facets and gameplay experiences.
The progression system of the game, the actual gameplay of Everywhere sits within the biomes, and then you've got these abstracted other areas which we call arcs, and they're pieces of UGC content that we build and
I don't think there is any enemies.
Held separately.
I think you just build stuff.
They're connected by virtue of the fact they're all part of this one.
What's up, Mr. Fart? We're watching the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted, which is basically just showing some upcoming games that people are excited for,
causally related or narrative,
and then showing off some games that don't make the list, but they tell you to wish list, and those games have been the ones that are more excited.
Their own stories and their own world building within this space, and we don't really know what they're going to do with it, and we really want to earnestly kind of move forward with them and help them build this world with us. If you were kind of able to take part in like a shared reality with other players of all different types,
I feel like this would be a really good idea for a game if Fortnite didn't exist.
Fulfilled by the creative potential of one particular platform. I think that'd be a really exciting place to be.
Like, they're a couple years late.
The purpose of our alpha test, it's more of an infrastructure test.
The first people moving into this world are going to be able to check out our systems, allow us to do a lot of kind of testing of the back ends, all that kind of stuff. But they're also going to be kind of the intrepid explorers, the first into this brand new horizon, the first people to experience the tools and be able to build some really cool content with them. We're keen for everybody to get involved. You know, like I said, this is a game that's been built from the very beginning with people like you sat at home watching this video right now in mind. So I implore you, please come to everywhere.game, sign up for the alpha,
and we're very excited to hear player feedback.
Roblox has been around for God knows how long.
For a new world.
No long. I thought Roblox was just a game, and then it turns out Roblox is like everything. Not yet rated. Yeah.
We're closing in on number 1, but first, the follow-up to a roguelike with fittingly mythical acclaim.
Hades 2 is number 3. Okay. I'm fine with this because we have some information on Hades 2. I better see Halion talking about this game right now. If you're getting any content creators. I know you get content creators for this.
3 years, and who knows how many deaths, we still can't get enough Hades. And apparently neither can its developers. In Supergiant's first sequel, Hades is imprisoned and the Titan of Time is loose. You're the witchcraft-wielding princess of the underworld striking out against the forces of Kronos. It's really something to.
We already know it's coming to early access, quarter 2.
Slowly unfolding storytelling and
Supergiant never misses.
Of the first game.
That was really all you had to say about Hades 2? For number 3 of most hyped games. You didn't tell us anything we didn't know. Yeah, we're all excited for Hades 2. We're all excited for Hades 2, man. Hades 2, it's going to be early access quarter 2, 2024. Supergiant's keeping us updated. Supergiant's kept us updated pretty well. Quarter 2, 2024, early access. What is this game? Wait, Sonic fan! Here's a Sonic game! A game made by the Sonic Mania people, apparently. Like, you see, like, this game doesn't have a ranking spot on it, but people are more excited for it. Because it's like, you show us Hades 2 and everything, it's like, yeah, we're excited for Hades 2. But what the hell is this? Oh, we get Ace Attorney in here as well. Yeah, watch the gameplay be like a city builder. Another city builder. Where's... Oh, okay. I think we saw 2 seconds of it there. Penny's Big Breakaway. You got me. I'm intrigued.
You know, we don't think of the PC as the birthplace of platformers, but we continue to see outstanding 2D and 3D platformers release each year. Nice.
Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. It's okay.
Elden Ringers. However many boss kills you've got under your belt, the greatest test for every tarnished is, well, it's Millennia. The second greatest test is patience. And by God, FromSoft, haven't we been tested enough? Torrent needs his exercise. As we scratch at the locked door of the lands between for details, let's hear from some of our voters about what they're expecting from this expansion.
Number 2 is Elden Ring DLC.
Number 2, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree.
We're just going to hear from creators.
I'm extremely excited about the Elden Ring DLC,
but
Shadow of the
holy
Erd Tree.
moly, look at all the stuff on our desk.
Personally, I'm hoping that they will introduce a new vast area to explore.
Is she the one that beat the game with, like,
feeling as
her brain?
Limgrave for the first time. Just something new and exciting around every corner, pretty much. In terms of boss fights, I'm hoping there will be bosses that are even harder than the base game. If we go back to previous From Software games, typically we've seen that the best and the hardest bosses are in the DLCs.
Elden Ring's
Some
great.
examples would be Midir, Gale, Orphan of Kos, Sister Fried, Manus, I would definitely say. It would be thrilling to see if they could come up with a boss that's even more difficult than Millennia. Story-wise,
Please no. It took me so long to beat her.
We'll get a greater understanding into Millennia's brother Mikola, which has been very much hinted and talked about in the main game. All in all,
she's insane at Elden
Ring. They can
Ring.
release this DLC soon enough.
I agree.
One final RPG featured in our show today is the return of a true
What's
cult
number
classic.
1?
We saw this studio right at the beginning of the show with horror game Still Wakes the Deep, but they're also working on the second coming of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Just get good. Yeah, sorry, that can't be me. I beat her on my 180th try, 700th try.
Tell me, Willem, what rumors have you heard about me?
That you were there in Cairo. They called you the Slayer.
And what
Hey,
will
Orcio.
I be to you?
The water flow dance was so hard.
And to this lonely, forgotten warehouse.
Your mimic here did all the work. Oh, I played the game with no shirts and no summons because I'm built different. No shirt, no summons, no problem. The only shirt I wore was Millennia's shirt when I killed her to show my victory. I'm waiting for Kat to play Elden Ring next.
You're exactly what he said you'd be.
You enjoyed watching me play it? I enjoyed playing it. It was a great game.
What happens next?
Bloodlines 2 coming fall 2024. Vampire the Masquerade. Remember when Vampire the Masquerade made a Horde Survivor? Or not a Horde Survivor. A BR?
Let's recap the top 25 so far.
Am I going to play the DLC? I will.
Still Wakes the Deep.
25 Still Wakes the Deep.
Sword of the Sea.
That game looks pretty good.
Holster.
That game looks pretty good as well.
Persona 3. Reload.
Don't care about Persona.
Harold Halibut.
Good potential.
Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh, yeah.
Skates.
Oh, yeah.
Menace.
Not really, for me.
Avowed.
Yeah, get behind that one.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
Not a big fan of these type of games, but people will love it.
2.
People will love it.
Gloomwood.
Intrigued.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Nope. Don't put that here.
8.
Tekken 8, just sure.
Hollow Knight.
Don't
Silk
put that
Song,
here either.
Marathon.
Okay.
Path of Exile 2.
Eh.
Homeworld 3.
People will love it.
Haunted Chocolatier.
Why?
Pacific Drive. Helldivers 2.
Can't believe that's
Like
more
a
hype than
Dragon,
Grand Theft Auto.
Infinite Wealth. Hades 2. Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erd Tree.
We've ranked 24 of our 25 most wanted games, each capturing a different piece of our fascinations. We've had meditative sword surfing, demonic skateboarding, eldritch road tripping.
What is number
whether
one?
It's the three-dimensional space strategy of Homeworld 3 or the ever-expanding
What's that game made by the
universe
developer of
built crafting
Celeste?
Path
What are
of
they
Exile
doing?
2,
Earthbound
the
or
most wanted
something? Not
represents
Earthbound.
The games we can't help but hunger for. But for our panel of experts, one game more than any other had a clear hold on our hopes. This game received the highest voting total from our panel of critics, developers, and content creators. It's the long-awaited return of a series that found wonder in jammed firearms and crackling Geiger counters, striking a balance between lethal tension and dystopic beauty that's never quite been matched.
Elder Scrolls?
But also, this game is a testament to developer fortitude.
3.
This is a project that's weathered wartime, including office relocations and most recently, a severe studio fire. Here is our most wanted game.
I don't know if I should be hopeful if the whole studio got fired.
Number 1. Stalker 2. Heart of Cornoble.
Hello everyone. I'm Yevgen, the CEO of GC Game World and the game director of Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl.
I wouldn't put
Recording
Stalker.
this video feels almost surreal as I accept the award for the most anticipated PC game. Being here proves that several elements much larger than myself aligned for this moment to happen.
Why did you fire
Firstly,
most of your studio?
It's about you, our fans. Many years ago, when the journey we had planned concluded, you refused to leave the zone. You enriched it with stories, love, and life, ensuring that legacy
They got
continues
called
through
to
the
fight
years.
Russia.
You've shown us that there
Yeah.
are still goals to achieve and stories to tell. Your passion has guided us throughout this journey.
made it sound like they
and
all
I
got
can
fired.
never express enough gratitude for that.
They
I
said they all
consider
got
this
laid
award
off.
a symbol of your unbreakable trust. Secondly, it's about the journey itself. This path was extraordinary, marked by dedication, passion, and commitment from everyone involved to deliver an unforgettable experience. I feel blessed to lead a team like this, and I dedicate this award to those talented individuals. Stalker 2 stands as the biggest and most complex game in our lives. It was ambitious from the beginning, but evolved into an ultimate challenge. It holds extreme significance and a deeply personal connection for us, crafted amidst the most stressful conditions imaginable, including the pandemic, war, relocation, cyber attacks, life threats, and more.
Jesus Christ.
Additionally, it's about the legacy. Stalker began as a PC franchise and has always been loyal to the PC community. Receiving this award at the PC Gaming Show feels like a confirmation that we will remain true to our vision and roots. This holds extra significance for me. I understand that discussing somber topics during a gaming show might not be ideal, but I'll take this opportunity
we're
to
adults.
address the situation in my homeland. The war still goes on in Ukraine. Those currently fighting on the front lines, including GC employees, are real heroes. Not all of them were trained for this, they simply couldn't turn away. Stalker 2 was important for us even before the war, but now it stands as a national product.
Yeah, I've never played
aiming
Stalker.
to convey Ukraine's unbreakable spirit to the world. Today, we celebrate our victory here, while simultaneously striving for our homeland's ultimate triumph in the future. I am overwhelmed with the joy to recognize that Stalker 2 entered the final phase of development.
Oh, nice.
Fellow Stalkers will soon reunite in the zone once again.
You might want to have a better name than
Thank
that.
you all for this award. I assure you it holds far more meaning than I can express in a foreign language. Now, I want to show you the story trailer we have prepared for this occasion.
Thank God
Please
they have
enjoy.
a trailer. Imagine if they didn't have a trailer. Likely mature. It's definitely going to be mature.
You asked me about my good luck charm. Remember? It's an empty shell.
Decided to play soldier with me? Dimitri and I were just discussing a certain puzzle we found in the zone. But we can't quite seem
I remember
to
this
get
game
all the
being talked
pieces
about a
to
while
fit.
ago, but I kind of forgot
Maybe
about
you
it.
can figure it out.
It reminded me that we used to be puppets.
I took just one awkward step, and my whole world plunged into darkness. I'm sorry, Strider.
I feel like this showcase had games for everybody.
That was the day the PC fields were turned off.
There's a lot of games.
The voice of Monolith was gone. I felt as if I was awakening from a years-long coma.
A lot of games for everybody. Except Kayvon.
We saw the body of an unknown soldier fall.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance and get control of the anomalous energy.
Only I didn't choose that path. Unlike you.
Sorry. It's the go-to phase for Irisite. I mean, it was better than I expected. Surprised by Stalker 2 being the top one, but Q1 2024? Jesus, I was expecting not that soon.
Thank you for joining us in counting down the PC gaming show Most Wanted. And thanks as well to our sponsors at Intel for helping us put on this broadcast. And remember, all the games featured in today's show can be found on the PC Gaming Show Steam page at pcgamer.com/wishlist. The Most Wanted list will continue in 2024. The overflowing bounty of PC gaming does not quit, and neither will our judges. But before then, we'll see you back here in June 2024 when the PC Gaming Show returns. If I can find my way out of this bunker. They've locked me in and I think they're about to turn the lights out. Thank you again for watching.
That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all.